All right, good morning, everybody. I guess we're back from Thanksgiving. Hopefully, we're all like fat and happy, or maybe not, but anyway, I am. So, chapter 6. The thing about chapter 6 is all about fractions. The whole entire chapter is all about fractions. But, not fractions like this, but we need to review these fractions so that when we start doing fractions with x's and y's and z's and all that good stuff, it's the same rules. So, real quick, review. So if you're going to add or subtract, you have to have a common denominator. Okay, add, subtract. You have to have a common denominator. So I'm taking you back to 6th grade. Hopefully this is easy. So number 1 is easy. They already have a common denominator. It's 3. And then 2 plus 2 is 4. 4/3 is great. Okay, but when you get to ones that don't have a common denominator, for example, like maybe 6. What we'd have to do on 6 is think about a number that goes into both of these. Probably 24. So I would make that 24 minus another something 24. And so then if we want to make it into 24, we'd have to multiply this one by 3/3, right? Which makes that a 15/24. And then I just multiply this by 4/4 to make it 24. And you multiply top and bottom by the same because it's, again, the rule of 1. And then I get a 4/24. And then when I subtract, 15 minus 4 is going to be 11. So you get 11/24. Boom. Okay. Now, same thing with 7, 8, and 9. You just need a common denominator. Okay. Now, when you get to 10, when we multiply or divide, then we just multiply and divide. But normally, when we multiply fractions, like for instance, if we had 2/3 times 15/8, okay. Oh, what did I do? Because when I divide, I flip the second fraction, but I'm going to come back to that, okay? So if I were to multiply two fractions, we just multiply, but you could multiply straight across. 2 times 15 is 30, and 3 times 8 is going to be 24. That's one way to do it. But I like to cross reduce. Let me write that down. I like to cross reduce. Okay, it makes it easier. So cross reduce is like a reduction. Okay, so 2 and 8. So I can reduce 2 8s by 2, and I'd have a 1/4. I can cross reduce 3 and 15, and I reduce by 5, and I'd have a by 3, and I'd have a 1/5, and then I multiply straight across. Just multiply straight across. 1 times 5 is 5, and 1 times 4 is 4. 5/4. Now, knowing how to multiply fractions is easy, but let's look at number 10. So number 10, when you divide, you always flip the second fraction, and then multiply. In this case, the bottom fraction. Because it's the same thing as 2/3 divided by 8/15, and then I flip it and multiply, and then multiply. Kind of like what I just did over here. So then it would become your 2/3 times 15/8. And I just did that problem over here. Cross reduced, right? And then cross reduced, boom, boom, 1, 4, boom, boom, 1, and 5, and I get a 5/4. Okay, we just did that problem. Okay, now these are called compound fractions. So let me do 15. So with 15, we've got two fractions. So first of all, between 1/2 plus 1/5, I've got to add those. So common denominator is probably going to be 10. So I'm going to go 10, 10, because I'm adding. Multiply by 5/5 gives me 5/10. Multiply by 2/2 gives me a 2/10. If I add these together, I get a 7/10. All right. Divided by. Okay, on the bottom, same thing. I've got a 7/10 minus a 2/5. I need a common denominator, in this case probably 10. 10's got to be the easiest, okay? So probably 10. So then I'm going to multiply this one by 2 over 2 to get my common denominator, and I'll get 4 tenths. I subtract and I get 3 tenths, right? Which I'll put right here. Okay, now when we divide, we invert and multiply, we divide this, we flip the second one, flip the second one. So I'm going to rewrite this one as 7 tenths times 10 thirds, right? Because I flipped the second fraction. And then I'm going to cross simplify. Obviously the tens will cancel and I'll be left with just 7 thirds. Okay, so your assignment is to do this. I've already done, let's see, I've already done 1, 2, 3, 4 of them for you. Woohoo! Okay, and the rest is for you. Okay, easy assignment. Please do the work. Okay, there you go.